Imagine working through your home, and like every single room has its own perfect soundtrack.
Oh, that's the dream.
Right. You step out onto the patio and it's upbeat party music. Then you walk into the study and it's a relaxing deep dive into your favorite topic. It's like having your own dedicated invisible DJ.
Yeah, a DJ just seamlessly transitioning the vibe as you move around. But to actually pull off that seamless magic, you kind of have to move past those glitchy little smart speakers.
Oh, absolutely.
You really have to look at the architecture of professional-grade, hardwired audio.
Which is our mission today. We are exploring how this invisible DJ setup actually functions in the real world. We're unpacking the specs of a true workhorse, the AudioSource AMP1200VS.
It's a 12-channel analog amplifier from HDTVSupply, and, I mean, it is a beast.
It really is. So let's look at the foundation here. At roughly a $750 price point, it's built for serious, adaptable distribution, starting with that Class A/B amplifier design.
Yeah, that's crucial because, Class A amplifiers give you the absolute warmest, highest fidelity sound, but they run incredibly hot.
Right, and they waste a ton of energy.
Exactly. And then Class B amplifiers run super efficiently, but they can distort the audio.
Yeah.
So Class A/B just combines the two.
Okay.
You get the premium, high-fidelity sound of Class A at normal volumes, and then the aggressive efficiency of Class B when things get loud.
So it's basically the gold standard for home setups.
Yeah.
And with 12 channels, you get 6 independent playback zones.
Yeah.
Plus, it features 2 bus inputs. That means you can pump one single audio source through the entire house for a party, or, use the discrete inputs to let every single room play a totally unique playlist.
It gives you a ton of flexibility.
Okay, let's unpack this a bit, though, because I have to challenge something here.
Let's hear it.
The spec sheet says it pushes 40 watts per channel. Now, I love an analog setup, but 40 watts doesn't exactly sound like a stadium rock concert.
Fair point.
If I have massive, power-hungry outdoor speakers on the patio, is that actually enough juice?
Well, it might not be, and that's where a feature called bridged mono saves the day. If a specific zone demands more power, you don't have to settle for 40 watts. You can just bridge 2 channels together.
Wait, really? How does that actually work mechanically? Are you just, like, twisting speaker wires together and hoping for the best?
Not quite. When you bridge channels, the amp's internal circuitry takes the positive phase of one amplifier and the negative phase of another. It combines them to push twice the voltage to a single speaker.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so if you bridge it into an 8-ohm speaker, which is simply a measure of electrical resistance, by the way, your output suddenly doubles to 80 watts for that specific zone.
Okay, I see. So you get massive power where you need it without wasting energy in smaller rooms.
Exactly.
But I mean, doubling the power introduces a totally new problem. If I've got 80 watts ready to unleash, all it takes is a guest sliding the volume to max on their smartphone to completely blow out my expensive patio speakers.
Yeah, that is a very real danger. To prevent that, this amp features rear-mounted independent gain controls for every channel.
And just to clarify for everyone listening, a gain control isn't just a volume knob, right?
Right, it's different.
It physically limits the electrical input signal before it even reaches the amplification stage. It acts like a physical parental lock.
That is a perfect way to describe it. You can permanently cap the maximum output on the back of the amp. So no matter what someone does on the app, your neighbors and your speakers are totally safe.
That is brilliant. And the physical installation is just as foolproof too, right?
Oh, absolutely. It uses detachable Phoenix-style connectors for the speaker wire.
Which is huge. Because if you've ever tried to cram thick, heavy-duty 14-gauge outdoor wire into a tiny, cheap spring clip
Oh, it's the worst.
while reaching blindly behind a duct cabinet, you know it's an absolute nightmare.
It is. Phoenix connectors solve that because you pull the little connection block completely off the back of the amp, you screw your thick 14 to 18 gauge wires securely into the block out in the light of day, and then just plug the whole block back into the machine.
So clean and secure.
Yeah. And if anything ever does go wrong, each zone has a bicolor LED. Blue means normal, but if the amp senses overheating or a short circuit, the protection circuitry activates and the light turns red.
So you instantly know where the problem is. It takes all the guesswork out.
It really does.
But honestly, my favorite feature is how hands-off it is day to day, thanks to the auto signal sensing mode.
Oh, that's a great feature. The amp constantly monitors the inputs. The second it detects even a tiny electrical pulse, like anything greater than 5 millivolts, it instantly wakes up.
That is so cool.
And if there's 15 minutes of absolute silence, it cuts the power and puts itself back to sleep. You literally never have to manually turn it on or off.
So what does this all mean for you? If you're looking to build a reliable, highly customizable audio distribution system, an analog powerhouse like this provides the deep flexibility and physical fail-safes to make that whole house audio dream a seamless reality.
It proves that sometimes the most sophisticated technology is the kind designed to be completely invisible.
Exactly. Which leaves you with a final thought to ponder.
Oh.
We live in an era where we rely so heavily on glitchy Wi-Fi and Bluetooth speakers that constantly drop connections, lose sync, or demand firmware updates just to play a song.
So true.
So is the ultimate modern audio luxury actually retreating to a massive, hardwired analog beast hidden away in a rack?
I mean, maybe the best invisible DJ is the one that's wired to never skip a beat.